Hi friends, I wanted to check in with everybody and share something that came to me last night. I was walking around a neighborhood near my house and there was a beautiful Christmas display with the nativity scene. And as I looked at it and shared it with my son, who's 13 months, I explained to him how there was Mother Mary and baby Jesus and Papa Joseph, and then behind them was the Holy Spirit, or sort of an angel. And what I realized is that when we incarnate as humans, as he had recently done, much to my delight, he came through with much joy and love, and I knew that I was the vessel through which this love being was being gestated and released into the world, just like Mother Mary knew that this child that was coming through her was divine. All children are divine, and they come to be human through this process of birth, which requires DNA from the father that's got that physicality to it that helps us incarnate and create human bodies. And then they've got the spark from the spirit, from source energy, that is the light inside, that is the soul essence and our connection to the divine. And then from the mother, that's the RNA, that's the nurturing, that's the epigenetic piece, that's the space in which they are held. And the fact is, humans do not know enough or understand enough about RNA to be tinkering around with it through pharmaceutical drugs, vaccines, injections. We need to learn a lot more about how the RNA functions, what it is, what the long-term, like global impact could be from tinkering around with the RNA, and I'm specifically talking about the COVID vaccines. In my heart of hearts and deep in my soul, I know that it is not safe or advisable at this time to inject something into our bodies or our babies that messes with their RNA. The Western medicine very recently started even investigating and exploring women's bodies. They certainly do not understand enough about our contribution, that RNA is the mother's contribution to the child. It's way too early. It would be like a kindergartner performing brain surgery, okay? We need to push pause on this, find holistic efforts and modalities to face this current pandemic that do not involve rushing in and injecting something that messes with the functionality of the RNA, because we simply do not understand what RNA is fully and completely and holistically. There's no way that Western medicine, they barely understand some of the functionality of it. They do not understand the comprehensive effect of tinkering around with human RNA sequencing. So that's what I wanted to share today. Totally open to your insights. I know that this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people, and we all want to stay safe and healthy. We want our kids to be safe and healthy. That is my ultimate goal, is to have healthy, vibrant children who thrive. And I don't rely heavily on pharmaceuticals to accomplish that goal. I rely on good, clean food, organics, sunshine, sleep, nature's medicine, and lots of love. And yet I'm a critical thinker, and I follow the science and I read exhaustively, and I'm pretty well educated when it comes to the impacts and risks of Western medicine. So I use it very sparingly, and I'm issuing this wake-up call and warning to anybody who's paying attention. Do your own research. What do we really understand about RNA? What do you understand about RNA? Before you allow something into your body that's going to mess with your RNA, I suggest that we all become well informed as a collective about what it is and how it functions and the impacts that we could trigger by tinkering around with it. Okay? Let's chat. Much love from San Diego.